Just a FYI before I start. Samantha Lee Gibson is full of caca. Well, her last name isn't Gibson anymore. It shouldn't be. But Samantha Lee is full of caca. She's full of it. That's just already off top, just off rips. You know what I mean? Samantha Lee, this person, for some reason, maybe I missed it, but nobody I made my video about Just Pearly being a grifter. We all know this. She's a grifter. But I was waiting for the Black Manosphere to finally call her out. And it seems like she's had to call her own self out. She has a Manosphere channel. And I've been on my live streams. I haven't made an official video about this, but like anybody that's been on my live streams, I've literally been waiting for anybody with some kind of a platform with way more subscribers than I have to call her out. But like I said, unfortunately, ninjas like girls like that. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's a whole nother story for another day. Girls like that will not get called out by ninjas because that's a lot of ninjas types for certain reasons. Anyway, before I play this, I just want to put that out there, for being like the ultimate grifter, like having a Manosphere channel and then at the same time dragging Tyrese through divorce court. Like literally graping this ninja for his paper. But let's hear what she has to say here. We can still turn this into a lesson real quick. Let's hear what this heifer has to say.
Because I would never tell, I work with women. I would never tell a woman to walk through that in the same frame of mind I was in when I did it.
And when you say that, but what frame of mind was that? What do you mean by that in particular?
I was very, very hurt. I was very angry.
Oh yeah, we might have to do a fair use. But usually on my replays, I speed up my speech. So that should speed up too. But anyways, fair use, just in case.
And I remember when I made the decision, I was hysterically crying on the phone with my attorney. That was not the person I should have been on the phone with when that's a whole nother conversation. But anyway, I was hysterically crying and I was not in any position to make that decision. I was extremely emotionally intoxicated. We can be intoxicated with our emotions.
You know what? This is why I think I understand why my cousin doesn't want me on the podcast anymore. Because girls like this like to act like they're victims. And I'm not having that. It's girls. People like to bring escorts and OnlyFans models on their podcast and then tell them that what they're doing is no. Half the time they're trolling. Half the time those OnlyFans models are there just literally just to get their numbers up. And you'll have in the escorts. I remember my cousin brought an escort on his pod. And he was surprised that I didn't go in on her. I'm like, what is there to go in on? She's an escort. She's honest about who she is. It's ladies like this. For some reason, they do not get called out. Like my cousin will bring these so-called regular bitches on the thing, and they'd be full of shit. And I'll be like, stop. I'll just be like, stop. Now, I understand why, it's hard on his end. It's not a diss towards my cousin. I'm just telling you, I'm bad for business. I always tell people up front, I'm bad for business because it's girls like this that literally get away with treachery. And I'm literally like, are we going to really listen to this? Let me let her finish.
Because I would never tell.
I think there's multiple scenes to this. So you know what? I'm going to break it down as she speaks. It seems like there's multiple clips of this. This is a live reading, by viewing, by the way. I didn't see this video. I just went straight into it. So I'm going to break it down as it goes. I'm not going to wait. It looks like there's multiple clips to this. So let's hear what she has to say. And I'm going to break down the BS that she's spewing. Because I think she's on a Manosphere type pocket. This is the problem with the Black Manosphere or the people that have just entered this space. They fall for... Why don't they call these hoes out? It's easy to bring a straggle daggle on who ain't got no training in the world. It's easy to call her out. She's a knucklehead. But when they bring somebody like this on, the supposed good woman, whatever, I'm the type of ninja that will call it out. I'd be like, listen to the stuff where as she's filing for the divorce, look how she makes it like she's the victim.
I work with women. I would never tell a woman to walk through that in the same frame of mind I was in when I did it.
And what?
Let me do a zoom in on my face real quick. Cap. Hopefully I'm back on screen.
When you say that, but what frame of mind was that? What do you mean by that in particular?
I was very, very hurt. I was very angry. And I remember like when
there she is setting the stage. You know what I mean? Already just setting the oh man, yo. I'll say this, man. Light-skinned bitches be unstable. You gotta watch out for them sometime, man. Sometimes they be unstable as hell. You gotta watch out for them. You gotta watch out for them. But a lot of ninjas, I'm sorry to call it out, but a lot of y'all ninjas got that self-hate. So you'll see a girl like this, and she'll just run circles around you. Now, like my weakness is I be letting ugly bitches run me over sometimes. So that's my weakness too. So it is what it is on that end. Anyway, back to her.
And I made like the decision, I was like hysterically crying on the phone with my attorney. That was not the person I should have been on the phone with when, like, that's a whole nother conversation. But anyway, I was hysterically crying.
Anybody that watch my channel knows I have zero tolerance for this. The reason why, like I go in on a track cons a lot. The reason why is this is supposed to be the side with sense. So if you have sense, right, and you're supposedly the good, you're supposedly the righteous ones, right? The supposedly, blessed by God and all that. You should already know not to do this. And not only that, the trad cons or girls like this are so manipulative. They will, even when they're in the wrong, they will still make it like, the devil made me. I was tempted by the devil. Bitch, stop. This is why I got in trouble as a kid. I would keep it real with you. Because motherfuckers be perpetrating so much. and people wonder why. Let's continue.
And I was not in any position to make that decision. I was extremely emotionally intoxicated. We can be intoxicated with our emotions because I would never.
Yeah. We already know. Women make emotional decisions. So basically, she told on herself there and everybody else, and it's taking a little bit too long for you to take accountability, but that's not surprising. That's not surprising. It should already be like, man, I made the wrong decision. I should have not divorced Tyrese. And if you're really sorry, you should call off the case. That would prove it. That would prove it all to me. Just call off no alimony, no nothing. Drop the whole case. And actually, since she's so-called makes her own money now, just be like, here, I'll pay for the attorney fees, to call this whole thing off. But she's not going to do it. But I don't know. Maybe I haven't been keeping up with her, but hoes like these, bruh.
I work with women.
Oh, okay. So let's go to the next scene. I don't know how many scenes.
And
Oh man, there's a lot of scenes. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 after this. Oh Lord. By the way, I went to the Corey Holcomb show last night, and Von DiCarlo, she opened up for Corey, and it was kind of hard for me because she did get some good jokes in. It took me a while to warm up to her because I've never really watched her stand up, but she made a couple of dark jokes that I was impressed with, and she did one thing that I liked that got all the men cheering her on. She said, she said, I tried being a lesbian, but she said I couldn't do it on the first date. He said, as soon as she just started talking, and she just left it. She just left it at that. All the men in the crowd was laughing. It was like, ah. The men were like, yo, that's it. And it's just, he said, this bitch just be talking. This bitch is just talking. This is the same thing right here. Because I'm seeing through the BS, and I know she's full of caca. Yeah, like girls like that cannot stand me. Girls like that cannot stand me. But that's why, even when I was younger, it'll be certain people that would be it'll be certain girls that got intrigued with me because they would think I was not a simp because I'd be around, you know, what they call the beautiful girls at the school, and I wouldn't, you know, do shit for them off GP. It'll be like, look, I don't know you. You know what I mean? I don't really fuck with you like that, but you're a nice person. I think you're a good person. That's how I was in high school. So that's basically what got me the lucky positions that I got in. But they ended up finding out I was a simp anyways, just off GP, because I wasn't, like, I was still a simp. It's just like you're not. The best way to get through to me is to not do this. That's how you can get me. Don't do what she's doing. You can damn near rob me, especially back then. But if you're doing this, what she's doing, and like everybody knows she BSing, and you think just because you cute you can just get away with that, that's not going to work. All right, let's hear her talk.
Very much emotionally led. I feel very strongly. I'm just that kind of person, very passionate. But I would never tell somebody to make that decision when they're that emotional.
And by the way, she doesn't really regret divorcing him per se. She just missed the lifestyle, you know, the access to the money. And now she's gonna have to hustle that manosphere shit, however long she gotta hustle that shit for. And it is what it is. Really, she's been doing the winning thing by not really talking about it. And that's what really she should have just kept doing her thing and not really talk about it. But now that she's talking about it, well, you know, the way she kind of comes across, you know, most ninjas are going to fall for it because they're simps. But, you know, it is what it is. Like I said, if you want to get me, don't do this. Because I'm literally now looking at you like, this bitch must think I'm stupid. I'm offended. Anyway, let's continue.
But, of course, I wasn't talking to someone that genuinely would be for marriage, you know, or for reconciliation. And that's not no slight.
What do you mean? Your unmarried, bald-headed friends that was talking shit? You mean them? Let me see. I bet you she's talking about her friends, that her unmarried friends.
Like to my, you know.
No, it's
the
current
friends. It has nothing. There's no slight to that. Not the friends, but I was on the phone with my attorney.
Yeah.
So it was something that was being said to me that hurt me at that time. And that, so at that time when I was on the phone and I made that decision.
Take responsibility. Take accountability. Stop blaming your bald-headed friends.
I was livid. And I'm one
bald-headed female friends.
I'm very much emotionally led. I feel very strongly. I'm just that kind of person, very passionate.
Oh, okay. It repeats. Let's go to the next one. She's still. Oh yeah. By the way, we ladies, if you're listening to this, we've been telling you stop listening to your manless, bald-headed, fat, homophobic, but got gay friends, ass friends. Stop listening to these hoes. These hoes, first of all, these hoes want your man. I will say 60 to 70% of the time. And I'm being nice with those numbers. I'm talking about those bitches talking crazy about your man, especially after he married you. The man married you, and she talking crazy. I bet you they was getting at him, and he was like, "Bruh, you're her friend," and really he should have called you out on it, but he didn't because he was nice, and hopefully he would think that his wife would do the right thing and get rid of that funky bitch, but you didn't, and you kept listening to her, and you're acting like she pushed you to do something you didn't want to do, but really you just wanted to do what you wanted to do anyways. Let's continue. See that Kamala Harris bullshit that she just pulled right there? You see that? That old quirky. I didn't know. I didn't fuck. Just Pearly did the exact same thing in that video that she deleted, acting all innocent, acting like she didn't know not to go with her former coach to the bar after she's past 18 with a fake ID, acting like she don't know what the fuck was going on. Stop. Yo, this is the shit I got in trouble with, because it'll be like a bitch saying something like, Like it'll because it's like people just think it's oh no, it's just those type of women. No, bro, it's just what happens is women will say something stupid like, you know, new year, new me or whatever. I'm leaving all the bullshit behind and blah blah blah. This is gonna be, and then I'll be like, wait. This happened on the pod. My cousin never put this on YouTube. I said, are you sure? Is it really different bullshit or is it just the same bullshit but wrapped in a different bow? Like it's the same thing. And they're just looking at me just like, can you stop calling me out? Is that look, can you stop calling me out? I'm not, what the fuck? What point is there for me to have a OnlyFans model on my panel and talk to her about, what do you know about being a wife? That's the most goofiest shit. I'm getting tired of these interviews with these random 304s on the street. What do you think? What's your body count? Let me put this full screen on me real quick. This shit is getting on my nerves now. I keep seeing way too many of y'all ninjas doing the same shit on the street. Would you let your man or your wife check your phone? What's your body count? Can y'all come up with something different? How much money you think your man need to make? What if you make 100K? These ninjas, man. Now, white people and Hispanic people included too when I'm talking about ninjas. But this stuff is getting on my nerves seeing this stuff, and like there's no use of doing that. First of all, I already told y'all ninjas, you really don't even want to know your girl's actual body count. You don't want to know. It'll break your heart. It's going to break your heart because I already had to tell y'all ninjas, bitches don't count condoms, they don't count the lesbian, they don't count the girls, they don't count vacation, they don't count the bitches, the ninjas in their whole phase, they don't count hookups, they don't count the ninjas that they smashed in college, they don't count that. So it like they will ask these hoes these questions and you already know really what the answer is. Of course they're not going to tell you the real body count. If women did, none of these hoes would be married out here. I keep telling y'all love dating bitches that went to college. You already know what happened in college. I keep trying to tell y'all. Anyway, let's go back to here. But that shit she did, man. This is the shit that used to get on my nerves when I was a kid.
About the matter is that if I had different people in my ear at that time, I would not have made that decision. No.
Maybe. But I guess in her case, what I will say is this. There are a lot of women in America that have the wrong people in their ear. I would say most of them have the wrong type of people in the ear, meaning the bitches on Instagram recording their feminist shit in their car, and they meanwhile they go back in their house, they sneak back in their house where their husband is paying for everything. Don't be fooled by those bitches. You got the bitches at church talking shit. You got you got teachers talking shit. You got administrators that they talking shit about the I don't know why people think that most bitches have terrible friends. I grew up seeing teachers talking reckless about kids, bro. Kids. I'm talking about motherfuckers half their size that can't do shit to him, but talking to him talking shit behind their back like they're a threat. And I'm like, you're a teacher. I'm not saying take abuse, but I'm talking about the way they gossip about kids, bro. Kids, people of no authority over them. This is why I always advocate we need more male teachers, because male teachers not even it'll be like one of them kids start punching at your leg and the male teacher will just start laughing at that ninja, because it's nothing to him. You know what I mean? But most women have the wrong type of people in their ear. They're easily influenced. So if it wasn't her manless, bald-headed, lesbian, borderline lesbian friends, it would have been something else. It would have been some bitch from Instagram getting into it. It would be some feminist propaganda getting into it. It would be some bitch from church going to her head, or a preacher trying to dirty Mac on her because she's pretty and light skinned. You know what I mean? It would have been something. If you're like I said, I'm not looking for a wife. I'm not personally, but if you guys are still looking for a wife, my advice would be you need to look for somebody that was trained to be a helpmate or a wife, somebody that was actually brought up to be a wife. You can't just take a random bitch from the streets and think that if by putting, giving her the essentials is gonna buy her loyalty. It's not gonna work, especially in America. That's just not gonna work.
Wow.
I wouldn't, and that's the truth.
Cap.
I try my very best at this point in my life to be what I didn't have in that moment.
Meaning hustling that manosphere dollars. Ninjas be sending her super chats and PayPals and Cash Apps and whatnot. You know that, right? I just don't understand why Ninjas is not calling her out. But, people still want me to make videos about Just Pearly things. Look, man, Just Pearly thinks she is what he is. She is what she is. She's a grifter, a liar. And I will say in Samantha Lee Gibson's case, she's a grifter, liar, and let me not go there.
Because I think that women were like, I'm an extremely emotional person. People that know me know that about me.
That's all women.
I'm the kind of person that like, okay, I feel so strongly, and I can ruminate. I can get so lost in my thoughts. I know a lot of women are like that. Like we're a lot, not all of us, right?
All are like this. Yes, all.
Right, but some of us are. Just like a lot of
no
men can be like that.
No. I knew she was gonna do that. To take the accountability off her being a psychopath.
I know women specifically, there will be moments where they'll be like, I'm ready to be done. I can't stand this. He don't do this. He don't do that. Blah, blah.
Okay, next scene.
And when you get lawyers involved, and there was a therapist that was
getting lawyers involved.
Speaking to both me and him, a marital therapist at the time, that when I told him my decision, he was like, when you get lawyers involved, it gets ugly. He told me that. And I didn't even realize. I don't think I even realized how ugly it would get.
No. She a liar, bro. This hoe is a liar, yo. Oh, man. Oh, my God. She initiated the whole thing. And like she didn't understand. Let me tell you guys something. When a woman initiates the divorce, right? I'm not talking about just breaking up with you and you're not married. That don't count. I'm talking about when she initiates divorce from you or she puts you on child support. That is a declaration of war. Let me repeat that for you. I'm not talking about I'm not talking about your fuck buddies or your boyfriend, little girlfriend that you had in high school. Y'all break up. That ain't nothing. I'm talking about if the person you were married to or the person that you procreated with, right? If she puts you on child support or she initiates divorce, that is a declaration of war. She is suing you.
And like I said, if I could walk back in time, sometimes I battle with myself about that. But at that time, I thought I was doing the right thing or the best thing. I didn't know.
The best thing for you. Didn't she have a kid with Tyrese? Let me hold on. Let me do some research real quick. Didn't she have a kid with Tyrese? What are you talking about? The best thing. Hold on I'm pretty sure she had a kid with that ninja. Let me look something up real quick. I think she had a kid with that dude. Hold on for a sec. I'm about to look this up real quick. Yeah. So he has the first daughter we know of, Shayla, because of that video. And now he has Annie, and so he does have a kid with Samantha. So they always say, oh, we thought the divorce was the best thing, but the best thing for who? For the kid? Definitely not for the kid. Not according to the statistics. It was the best thing for you.
I didn't know how ugly it could get. And I know a lot of women, we make that decision and we're so hurt and angry. And then 5-6 months later, you're not that angry anymore. Like, oh, this kind of like still care about him. I kind of still have these feelings for him now.
God.
And it, when you get lawyers involved, and you know, there was a therapist that was speaking.
Last
Are
scene.
you now in the spirit of potentially even being able to rekindle a relationship? Rekindle that relationship? Is your spirit in that place, or is
these this is the why I can't do podcasts with a lot of these ninjas. Are you fucking kidding me? Ninja.
Could it ever go back to that place?
It's loaded because of the fact that there's been so much that's happened, you know, like there's been so much that's occurred. Okay. It's my daughter's father. So I would say this. I would say that if we were both going to show up and we were both going to fight for it equally and sacrifice equally.
Oh my God. You see, why? So no. You need to drop the case and say, look, you have full custody of my daughter. I'll let you have full custody. That should already be, or whatever, 50-50. It should already been 50-50 on the table anyways. But literally say, I give it back to you. You control the future of this thing. I'm gonna do my thing. You will do your thing. If you want to, if I want to rekindle, I'm open for that. But I'm dropping everything now. Not because I want to get what I want, but I just want peace between us. Why can't bitches just do that? Why can't they just do that? But nah, it's just we got to go equally. Nope. No feminist talk right here. Stop it.
Like, you know, things that I needed, and you know, things that he needed. I wasn't perfect. Come on.
Yeah.
Your girl ain't perfect. So I would say
exactly. You're a psychopath.
Say that if we were both willing to fight and we were both willing to do certain things, then yes.
Are you now in this?
She's talking about both. What do you mean both? You initiated the divorce. You got this ninja crying all up on social media, talking. Got ninjas like me making fun of him because Tyrese is a clown ass nigga. But it's like, what do you mean both? You initiated the shit, and then you went on a Negro, a so-called Negro Manosphere podcast, to absolve, basically, so they don't ask you the tough questions. You went on their platform, the cake ass nigga podcast. That's what you went on, because you know they already worship you because you light skin. And let's keep it a buck, ninjas. Let's keep it a buck. That's what it is. And they find her attractive, so they're not gonna ask her the tough questions. That girl is all types of evil. And Tyrese, if you're watching this, do not fall for it. Just take the L. Take the L with her. Because she's not really looking to rekindle. She's just trying to make herself look like a good person. She really should have just kept quiet about it. And ninjas like me would have been on her ass.